You know what the biggest part of an elephant is? I think it's their personalities. 2 years ago, head keeper Bill Sampson introduced videographer Kristen Gogan and me to the 2 Asian elephants at the Buttonwood Park Zoo in New Bedford. From the first moment, being in their company opened a whole new world. It was heaven. We loved Emily and Ruth even before we could tell them apart. Very quickly, though, distinguishing the girls became easy. Emily's a pretty elephant, a big girl with a massive skull and a well-muscled trunk that seems as thick as a tree. Ruthie, on the other hand, well, Ruthie's super goofy. She's got more character than classic good looks.
I thought she was going to go because she was excited.
She's pigeon-toed. She lurches from side to side when she walks.
Here we go.
Her trunk, about the most important appendage to an elephant, is partially paralyzed. It was like that when she was rescued in 1986, get this, from a garbage dump in Danvers where her previous owner had discarded her. But Ruth's a survivor. She can more than compensate for her problem by swinging her trunk like a pendulum, gaining enough momentum to land it where she wants. We were coming to the zoo every other week, me for a book I'm working on, Kristen for a video project, and we began to see right away the amazing differences in the elephants' personalities. Ruthie's a comedian. If there were a lampshade big enough, Ruthie would wear it. She's also pure sweetness. Everybody loves Ruthie, and Ruthie loves everybody, but not equally. From day one, she liked me, but she loved Kristen, nearly running over to her when we walked toward the exhibit area. On every visit, she would trunk hug her, even when Kristen was trying to work. Her keepers were amazed the day Ruth happily abandoned her supper to come greet Kristen. Ruthie's like a devoted dog around Kay Santos, following her and even bringing her sticks. That all started when Kay, just kidding around, taught her to fetch. We get the impression that Ruthie could care less about those sticks, but she's crazy about Kay. Most of all, Ruthie lives for Bill Sampson, the man who day after day patiently rehabilitated her 26 years ago when no one else would go near her. That's when Ruthie was labeled a striker or dangerous animal. Bill's greatest achievement is that now she's a lap elephant, always wanting to cuddle. Emily is much more reserved, though she'll almost always come say hello and even listen in on conversations, like a nosy backyard neighbor. We came to appreciate Emily's quirks. We love it when she casually crosses her back legs when standing around, or when she politely knocks on the barn door to be let in. But the most interesting thing about her is that she loves to drum. And those who've studied her say she's actually got rhythm.
Yeah, like she's smiling.
Emily's a little mysterious. No one really knows why she does this, but the thinking is that it has something to do with the fact that elephants use infrasound, or sound too low for human hearing, sound we often experience as a vibration in our chests. Emily and Ruth are really connected, but they can get on each other's nerves. Then Emily needs alone time. But both girls share an elephantine desire to form bonds with those around them.
Ready?
Yes, that's an elephant fart you heard. We loved watching them play games with their keepers. We loved seeing their evening Tai Chi. For me, as for most people, the issue of how we keep animals in captivity is complicated. But there's nothing complicated about the pure joy of seeing the strong relationship between these elephants and the people who care for them. When keeper Jenny Thuman left the zoo to move to Chicago, I was there for her last day. Her goodbye was wrenching. Then there was something amazing that happened on the day we filmed mass art students at the zoo. They had come to present toys they'd made to the elephants. It was a big day for the girls. There was a lot going on, new things to play with, and snacks to be eaten. In the midst of that, we were lucky enough to see something extraordinary. Separately, both Ruth and Emily cut away from the action just to be close to Bill Sampson. He had forgotten he was wearing a microphone, and particularly when he was with Ruth, it gave us a chance to eavesdrop on something beautiful. A very intimate conversation between an elephant and her closest human companion. A glimpse of a bond many of us only dream of having.
Hey, Ruthie. You're not supposed to be coming to see me, you know. You know that, don't you? Huh? You know that, don't you? Good girl. Good girl, Ruthie. Good girl. Good girl. That a girl, Ruthie. Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Play with it. Go ahead. Play with that. Go ahead. Good girl. Go ahead, play with that. You're doing all right.